Hello everyone, it is Justin here, along with Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan.
For some wrestling chat here.
Wrestling.
We're going to talk about some wrestling, you know.
We like wrestling.
We are both big wrestling fans. We enjoy watching the product week after
Sometimes.
week. Well, yeah, for the most part.
Sometimes.
But, you know, we're going to hopefully chime in at least once a week on topics here and there, and maybe I'll throw in some extra stuff here and there whenever I feel like it.
Uh-oh. That means I'm going to have to pay attention again.
Maybe.
To make things topical.
More so than usual.
Yeah, I know.
But something that we both did watch was the Survivor Series pay-per-view.
Indeed.
I did enjoy seeing Sting come back, of course.
Sting came back.
Because I think we were all kind of waiting for Sting to come back to wrestling.
The thing to take away from Survivor Series is Sting came back.
Well, there was multiple things.
I mean, there was multiple things, but the one thing, if you had to choose one.
I mean, AJ did lose in like a really, really high contested match.
I almost thought she was injured.
Yeah.
The way they made that so fast.
Daniel hated it so much because he's still sore about Daniel Bryan losing all those years ago at WrestleMania.
Actually, you know what? I didn't care so much. I still am a little butthurt about
He's
that.
a little butthurt.
Still a little butthurt, but I can't
wait to see this. Oh my god, did that just happen? And that's pretty much how the match went.
I'll just say it like I always say it. I just wanted to see a good match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and
then
it didn't happen.
Didn't get to see anything.
They were like, cock tease, nope.
Hey, I knew Daniel Bryan was going to lose.
I kind of could see the writing on the wall.
But I just wanted to see a good match. But anyway, back to topical things.
Yeah, Sting,
yes, so sure.
He comes back, okay?
Yo.
And the first person that he does anything with is Triple H. Mm-hmm. Now, personally, as a wrestling fan, how much of a match is that? Like,
how much chemistry?
How much do you want to see that match nowadays? You have a 50-something-year-old Sting, and I think 40-something maybe Triple H. Like he's older, but he can still work.
He can still work, but past his prime.
Yeah, I mean he's
not bad.
Do you want to see that match nowadays, or do you want to see other things? Like,
I personally wouldn't mind seeing a Triple H Sting match, just because I think I would enjoy the build-up so much.
Oh yeah,
because the build-up and just the ring presence and I don't know how the chemistry would work, because honestly, we don't know how Sting would wrestle with anybody in WWE since he hasn't. But
he did in TNA. He did quite well with what he had, you know.
And he's still in pretty good shape, even though he's like 50 some years old.
He's in better shape than Ric Flair was at that time.
Yeah, Ric Flair was just a melting pile of skin.
He pretty much is still.
But Sting still does over the top rope dives every now and again.
Yeah, so he's kind of crazy.
And Triple H, even though he has slow matches recently, he still does good, and he doesn't botch very much.
But I feel like the reason he has slower matches is just because
he works with bigger guys.
Well, that's the old style of wrestling. Like,
yeah.
Back in the day, I mean, it wasn't as much high flying until the Lucha guys and the Cruiserweights came in. So
now that the guy is now shifting to a smaller guy, since they can do more stuff. Yeah, honestly,
I mean they're more entertaining because they can do more of that stuff.
To watch.
So.
I mean, they might not be able to pull off all the power moves, but it's more entertaining at the end of the day to watch this high-flying, high-risk offense.
Yeah, seeing someone like Austin Aries, who's like, 5'8" on a good day.
Like
he's small, but he can do a lot of stuff.
He can still brainbuster Bully Ray.
Damn right he can. And that was freaking awesome.
That's freaking awesome.
But I mean, if Sting has, say, one match.
One match?
Is it worth?
Is it Triple H?
Is it worth being Triple H?
Okay.
Or is your mind on someone else that, hey, this is who Sting needs to face in his one and only match in WWE before he goes into the Hall of Fame this year?
Because he's honestly a candidate.
He's set up.
Away.
Set up.
It's there. He's in.
Yeah.
Just whenever.
The writing's on the wall.
Man, that's tough. Like if it's one match, I don't think I'd want to see it be Triple H. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I don't have a really good replacement for Triple H at the same,
What about Undertaker? Is that a match that you want to see?
I think Undertaker's just...
Today?
Today? No, not today.
Okay.
Definitely not right now.
So,
Undertaker would definitely need some more... I mean, if Undertaker had some time to prep for it, I might be down seeing it.
Well, Undertaker has an entire year to prep.
I know. But
in between
right now, it's not really... I don't really want to see an Undertaker-Sting match. Like, I understood the hype behind it, and I would still honestly be pretty hyped for it.
Yeah. Because they both have somewhat of the same type of character in a way.
Yeah, pretty much. But I just feel after the last couple of WrestleManias, I just think Undertaker can't really go like he used to.
Yeah,
I knew he couldn't, but
he's definitely on the downside of his career to be.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
Be completely
but
honest,
I don't know. I just feel he's gonna hurt himself out there more than he has before. So I'd like to see him hang it up on his own accord before he's forced.
And still, he's made to,
Yeah, hang it up like Hulk Hogan.
That makes sense.
Whose legs
he still wants to. Still wants to wrestle though.
His legs are gonna fly off though. Just gonna fly into the stratosphere.
That'd be the most he's ever flew in his life.
This is the biggest bump ever.
All right, so I mean, with Sting, in the back of your mind now.
Well, what about you? Who would you rather see Sting face than Triple H, or would you just rather, would you like to see him face Triple H?
I think him and Triple H would be a good match.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But if anyone should be trusted with a great Sting match, it would probably be Cena. Because
I was throwing Cena around a little bit.
He's a bigger superstar than someone like a Daniel Bryan or something like that. I'm just talking about like physically. He's bigger.
Okay,
so he can work the older style a little better than someone like a Daniel Bryan or Dolph Ziggler or something like that. So
yeah.
That personally, if you're gonna trust anyone with that one match, I could see Cena being the guy just because
So as a quick little aside, Ziggler can wrestle with anybody.
Ziggler can wrestle a broom.
He could wrestle a broom and sell.
You know what?
He's gonna sell that broom.
And you know what the best part is? That's a segue.
That is a segue.
Because we're gonna talk about Dolph Ziggler next, and the fact that he was the last man standing.
The sole survivor.
The sole survivor of that Survivor Series.
The most overpowered man. Okay, well maybe not so much, but.
It's kind of how I hoped the match would go in a way. I was hoping he'd be the last one there.
Yeah.
I was really, really hoping.
In a way, it's kind of BS that he got to be the last guy through scumbag tactics with Big Show.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, the Authority didn't set that up, but there was still shenanigans.
They sort of did though. I'm pretty sure it was set up to make him look like he was on their team by knocking out Mark Henry. Because what other reason would Mark Henry ever just run at someone for no reason? It was the stupidest thing ever.
But you gotta remember, Mark Henry's intelligence fluctuates wildly.
That is true.
Depending on his role in a match.
That's very true.
He's either...
You have a point there.
As does every other wrestler's intelligence.
Yeah. But I mean, let's think the Dolph Ziggler, okay. Do you think they're actually going to continue to push him?
Give him a push? I'd like to see them give him a push, but at the same time, they give him a push, and he gets the title,
and then he gets hurt. Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's gonna get hurt if he gets the title again, because who knows?
Yeah.
That's up to fate. You can't decide when you're gonna get hurt, when you're not gonna get hurt.
Exactly, and concussions happen every day.
Concussions happen every day. But I'd love to see Ziggler more in the spotlight. But it's just with the fans, they're
behind him.
They're behind him right now.
Yeah.
But with Ziggler, the fans have always been
back and
wishy-washy.
But I think the reason the fans are not behind him all the time is because a lot of times he doesn't get that push.
I know.
And they don't give him a reason to be supported because it's just like, well, look, he lost again. Woo! Because he can sell so well, it's like, well, we need to make someone look good. Put Ziggler out there against him.
Well, he's WWE's best seller, hands down.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when he gets put into a match,
slightly in front of Alicia Fox.
Shut up.
She's honestly really good for a diva.
Okay, she's not so bad.
But yeah.
It's sad that we have to say for a diva anymore.
Well, it's a little different. Bodies work a little different.
I know, but
yeah.
Back in the day, we used to be able to say that was a good wrestling match.
Yeah.
Not a good wrestling divas match. But we're getting off topic.
I agree.
We're getting a little off topic.
I'm a Shimmer fan. I know all about that.
You know more about it than I do.
Yes.
And so probably feel vehemently more about it than I do.
At times, yes.
But I lost my train of thought.
Ziggler. So with him using the sweet chin music now, it seems like a lot of super kicks.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna be one of his
Seth Rollins
finishers?
pulled that out too.
So did frickin' Luke Harper, which was like the best one. A 6'7" guy doing it.
I know. Luke Harper continuing to impress me.
Luke Harper's fucking awesome.
He is great.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
I like it. I'd like to see Ziggler. Well, I mean, he's got his zigzag has been his go-to,
which is a good move.
And now he's got the signature famouser, but that never puts anybody away.
Yeah.
Unless he's gonna face Woo 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 Warrior, that's probably gonna put him away.
Yeah, it'll beat Zack Ryder.
Yeah, good thing
Always.
you said his name. I said Woo Woo Warrior because I forgot his name.
That's awful. Zack Ryder's not gonna like that.
At least I'll come clean. Sorry, bro.
But
yeah, I'd like to see. Well, he seems like Ziggles seems like the person to have a wide range of moves.
Yes.
And not every match is gonna end the same way.
Correct.
And I'd like to see that.
Oh,
I've always loved seeing matches end. Oh, this guy, he made him tap out, or he hit him with this move, or he hit him with a different move, or I love seeing that because then you never know how the match is gonna end instead of seeing an attitude adjustment every damn time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at like when Daniel Bryan won the title, he won it with the running knee.
When he first run it, and that was the first time we ever saw that move.
Yeah,
ever.
First time we'd ever seen him use that move.
And Dan
in a WWE match that I know.
Yeah, that I'd ever seen it since I didn't follow ROH way before that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know of him before his WWE days. That was before I got back into wrestling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, Dan was so hyped that he was out of his chair, yelling. Didn't care he was in
the
public.
middle of beat-ups.
He didn't care he was in public. That was so great, which also gave Dan more feels when Orton came out.
Yeah.
After the Triple H's.
Oh, it was so good.
But yes, I love seeing wrestlers add new potential finishing moves to their normal move set.
Or if you have the mega finishers that rarely ever come out. Like Kane doing a tombstone.
Oh yeah,
doesn't happen much, but when it does,
shit's going down.
Game's over usually. Like that's the thing is like
unless it's Undertaker.
Well, yeah, because no one beats Undertaker at WrestleMania except for Brock Lesnar.
Who?
My client.
My client?
Yes, my client.
That guy's so overpowered.
The last thing, I guess we'll get back on track. The last thing we'll talk about to make sure this video isn't super long. Daniel Bryan is GM on Raw and SmackDown this week. That's a way. I feel this is WWE going, hey, remember Daniel Bryan? Remember this guy?
He's a guy. He's a thing, remember? You guys like Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep... I don't know if they're going to make it a thing, but I think they're going to...
next week, the anonymous GM is
he's
running
back.
Monday Night Raw.
Hornswoggle's back.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good thing to just have him around.
Yeah.
Like...
Remind people that he's a thing.
That's the only way I can see them bringing him back since... Bree's heel mode right now.
But she's not. That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Apparently she wasn't turning heel.
She is, but she's not.
But she isn't.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weirdly interesting for a Divas plot.
The Bella plot is interesting to say the least. And I'm not sure if it's a good, interesting, or a bad one because
we'll just have to watch and find
personally,
out. Won't we?
I'm not a big fan of what they've gone to. It started out pretty well, but it's just become pretty awful over time. So
the Bellas, man.
So at least now they have Daniel Bryan to be like, hey, guess what? Though it would be more fun to be like, Daniel Bryan just comes out and be like, what the fuck, Bree?
I know.
Why would you do that?
What? That's horseshit.
Even though she tried to play it off of like, well, AJ cost him all those years ago. Like she tried to make it seem like
then he puts
that
her
was
in
a
the
thing.
log.
Yeah. Yes. Nah,
but she knows how to reverse that shit now.
But like, do you think Daniel Bryan will be coming around a lot more just to kind of make appearances, or like?
I'd like him to, but I don't know if he will.
Away, because I don't think he's anywhere close to being back yet.
Well, last we heard, about a year. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's still a little less than a year from now. So which is to regular WWE fans an eternity.
He told the fans after the event, from what I had heard, something about that he'd be back soon, but I don't know. I mean, they could surprise us at Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble? That's awfully soon.
It is, but I mean,
for what we were, the information we were given,
they could be feeding us bullshit.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, for the information we were given about his injury,
basically James
awful.
Andrews, you're full of shit.
Yeah, basically.
Nah, but
I don't see it happening soonish. I see maybe next year around Survivor Series.
Yeah.
He could make a comeback.
Yeah.
The thing is, with injuries, take the time. Don't rush it back. You'll just injure yourself more. So that's the way I look at it. But yeah, have him come around. Be in little promo sketches. You know, if he feels like it, or if
bring
you guys
back Dr. Shelby.
Yeah, push Dr. Shelby, unanimous world title champion, Dr. Shelby.
I love it.
But Dr. Shelby,
David Arquette.
You're not shitting me. You're not shitting me there. Dr. Shelby was so entertaining.
He was.
It was great. Team Hell Yes. That was great. Or Hell No. Hell No. Whoopsie. I screwed up.
It's okay.
I botched.
Watch Botchamania made by Matthew. Anyway.
Hey, yeah, watch Botchamania.
The last thing I'll mention is did you listen to the CM Punk podcast yet?
I have not.
Art of Wrestling?
Mm-mm.
You should do that.
I probably should.
Listen to it, okay? And then
all of them or just the newest one?
It's just the newest one. The one that just came out.
Oh,
listen to it.
With Colt?
Colt, yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Not CM Punk's own personal podcast.
No.
Colt Cabana.
So, yeah, the Art of Wrestling. Listen,
I heard about that. Where he was talking about how, he was fired and stuff.
So, listen to it, and then...
Because I can't have an intelligent conversation.
What we're going to do is we're going to have another one of these about that.
So look forward to it. Is that what you're trying to say?
So look forward to it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, along with the people to look forward to it.
He's giving me homework for the next video.
Yes, for the next video. So like tomorrow, probably. I don't know.
TMRW.
Whenever.
Hey, it could be tomorrow.
We'll see.
It could be next week. It could be next Survivor Series when Daniel Bryan comes back.
It could be next Survivor Series. We will see. But this has been the end of our little chat wrestling type thing.
Yeah.
We don't actually have a full name for it yet. But
because naming things is hard.
It is, but it'll have a name eventually.
That's what it's gonna be called. Eventually.
Yes. we hope to do this quite often.
Called soon.
Because wrestling is something that both of us do love. So.
Oh yeah, wrestling's great.
And we usually talk about it all.
Even though
we usually talk about it all the time when we're together anyway.
Oh yeah.
So we might as well share that with the internet, and maybe you guys feel the same.
Maybe
or
we
different.
can do something with that.
Exactly, and hopefully. You guys will comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to our episodes.
For sure.
And, we'll keep on churning them out for you. Hopefully, we can get some conversation going, and we'll go from there.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to have some intelligent conversations with people over the internet.
Oh, yeah.
But people of the internet.
Don't flame and troll. That's never a good thing.
What?
But to be honest...
Yeah, there's not much to flame and troll about this.
Yeah, I mean, if you do troll our comments... At least you're one or two people commenting.
At least make it
more than normal.
At least make it an entertaining troll.
Exactly.
Because I can. If
it's a meme, I'm
appreciate.
Okay with it.
Yeah, I can appreciate an entertaining troll, even though somebody's trolling me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "You bastard, good job."
But yeah. We'll go ahead and finish this up now and wrap it up. We don't want it to be... We're going to try not to make these super long, but if you guys really, really enjoy that kind of stuff, we could probably start watching Raw together and then do a podcast after it, basically.
Kind of sort of just a wrap-up after Raw.
A 30-minute to an hour type show. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens, but
we just bullshit.
This is the introductory episode, so tell us if you like it.
For sure. Enjoy that epic B-roll.
Oh, yeah.
So much B-roll.
All of the B-roll from WWE 2K15 on Xbox One that I will be putting together. So,
hey, it just heard you.
Yeah.
Did it turn off? Why did it turn off?
It probably did.
Shut up. Stop it, Xbox.
All right. We will see you all next time.
Next time.